Hello everyone. My name is Marita Marjomaa and I am an application consultant here in Thinking Portfolio. I will now very briefly introduce to you our project portfolio. Let's take a look. Here is the main view. Project portfolio is configured based on the customer needs and requirements, and this is just an example of one. All the projects are listed here, and there's some basic information about them in the columns. There are the name of the project, basic roles, project type, budgeting, and so on. There are a couple of more portfolio level views. Here's the schedule view. We have the same projects listed here, and their schedule can easily be seen. And the quality view contains information about the progress of the project. It also shows if some important data is up to date or not. Let's go back to the main view and open one project here. There are now several more tabs at the top bar. These tabs are for the projects, while these previous views were on the portfolio level. Key information tab contains the basic data of the project: name, basic roles, background, scope, and so on. Also, the project classification, the ABC class, is evaluated here based on a specific criteria. Effects tab shows what effects the project has, for example, on processes, IT, operations, architecture. There can be business case and also information if the project supports some strategic goals, for example. Oftentimes, the data privacy information is in a separate tab, but in this portfolio, it's here. Project status tab is perhaps the most important tab for the project manager. It contains information about the phase of the project. Also, there are decision gates and dates for them. Project status is evaluated with traffic lights, usually on a monthly basis. And additional information about the current and the next period can be added here. For example, tasks, expectations, deviations, and so on. And then there are a collection of project management related documents, for example, the project plan, which contains information needed when planning the project. There's basic information, schedule, tasks, risks, budgeting, dependencies, resourcing, steering group, for example. Project plan can be saved as a document here in the portfolio. The finance tab is used to manage the budget and finances. There are several kinds of solutions available, and these are just an example features. There are tables for budgeting, cost tracking, and cost-benefit analysis. Also, funding-related tables are commonly used. In the steering tab, there's a decision log, composition of the steering group, and then there's this steering diary for saved documents. Project plan of the project is saved here. A project progress report is typically saved here by the project manager on a monthly basis. Dependencies to other projects are described in the dependency tab. And then there's this project resource tab. And these the resources are allocated in the resourcing plan for users and or for roles. This is the project level resourcing, but it's also possible to plan the resources in the portfolio level for all projects in one view. These were the project-related tabs. Let's take a look at the portfolio level resourcing. Here are all the projects and users, and resourcing can be viewed or allocations done to all projects in the same view. There's also an hour reporting view for reporting the project work hours. It is possible to include an hour approval process also in the portfolio. In portfolio management, reporting is very important. There are many kinds of reports available. Pies, bars, matrix, and pivot reports, for example. And the dashboard contains a collection of reports. And here are some examples of those. This was just an example of a project portfolio. Many other features are available as well. For example, reminders for users, integrations to other systems, Kanban for project tasks, and so on. The content features and functionality can vary, and we can configure many kinds of solutions based on the customer needs. And also a separate idea portfolio can be implemented to support the project portfolio. With it, it's possible to manage the entire process from an idea all the way to the post-evaluation of the project. If you are interested in getting a more detailed introduction of the project portfolio, please contact us. Here's the contact information for Finland and for other countries. That was all from me. I thank you for your interest and wish you a nice day. Bye.